Hello, I'm Felix Allen, and I'm here with
My name's Max Onn, and my brand name is Maco.
Captain Maco on Instagram, is that right?
Captain Maco. Captain.Maco.
How come it's Captain Maco?
Because my main goal with this is to be able to travel and make clothes, make them on the flyers I'm travelling around. Obviously a captain travels.
Captain sails the seas.
Exactly, sails the seas on his ship, finds new places, finds new things, finds treasures.
Behind you have a poster of the sailboats.
Yeah.
You're obviously quite heavily inspired by the location where we're at.
I like all that stuff because it's a good mix between modern day and back when we were just living in the forest and stuff. It's like right in the middle, you know? Like everything's made of wood or stone.
Yeah.
It's like fire, no electricity, like medieval.
What was the start for you like?
I started using a sewing machine about 2 years ago. I got my mum's sewing machine out of the loft.
Well, that's really not long ago.
Not long ago at all, no.
The construction of your products to only have been sewing for 2 years is really, really good. You said you've been sewing every day. What drives that dedication?
It's every day I'm just having ideas after ideas. I think seeing the final product is my main thing.
What's been your best idea yet?
The texture I use like that. That one was the first attempt at that. This is how it's developed so far. I've cross-hatched 2 layers over the top of each other. I cut the pattern twice,
Yeah.
destroy one,
Yeah.
and then lay it over the other one, cross-hatch it together.
Such a cool finish. In your work, you use real objects you find, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
I like attaching, say, like jewellery or just like little miscellaneous bits to my work.
The fashion industry is dominated by mass production. And here you have your own little work studio, which isn't mass production. It's very much handmade. How do small, hands-on designers stand out?
The end product you get would not be able to be mass produced at all. All the hand stitching and the distressing. If you were to get someone to make 100 of them, it would cost ridiculous amounts of money. It wouldn't be worth it. It would never have the same character to it, I don't think, ever.
What's been the hardest part about being an independent designer?
Definitely trying to live off of it. I haven't had a normal job since I've started this. It's been just about existing. This is the biggest chance I have of doing something that could really impact my life. And
When have you reached satisfaction, would you say?
when I can happily and comfortably travel non-stop, place to place, while making clothes, being able to afford it.
Your materials you use is really, really interesting. Where do you source that, and how does sustainability impact that sourcing process?
My main fabrics I use are canvas and denim. There's a local scrap store. They have amazing stuff, like these treasure chests down here, just stacked up with stuff from there.
Really?
Linings and soft materials like for pocket, insides of bags and stuff.
What would you say the weirdest piece of clothing you've created is?
I mean, the silliest thing I made a G-string out of denim. That was quite funny when I first started. Sewing.
Who was that for?
It wasn't for anyone specifically. I just thought it was hilarious. It actually was the waistband of a pair of jeans.
Ah, and then you
then it
cut
went
out.
under,
Yeah. That's so funny. What's one of the biggest struggles that you faced?
One of the biggest struggles I find is getting people to recognise you, I guess, and take you seriously.
Self-market, basically.
self-market, yeah.
Being a handmade designer means that you have to do everything yourself. You know, you're branding yourself, you're marketing yourself, you're selling it, and then you're also making it. So that's why what we're trying to do is help some of those steps. For new designers getting started, where should they start with?
I think the first thing you should do is find a community that all are creative, similar things to you. Even if it's not making clothes, they make music or paint, anything like that really.
You've got a great community here. Right now we're above a really cool streetwear shop in Bournemouth, and then above it is studios and below it is studios, and it's all these little rooms with loads of different spaces where people are doing all kind of different creatives, basically, right?
You got me up here, you got my girlfriend making jewellery in the next room, video editors downstairs, they're the owners of the shop, and then you got the shop downstairs, Garm Depot, then you got a music studio on the bottom floor, and artist studio, he's down there.
If you had a dream destination where you could sew and you could travel to, where would that be?
So we're going to Italy, just under the Dolomites. I don't know, I really want to hand sew needle and thread at the top of a mountain. I think that's one I'd really love to. I can pitch that in my head, set up my camera,
Yeah.
sit there, nice view, under a tree or something, you know.
Well, that's it. I've been Felix Allen, and we've been in the studio in Bournemouth with
Captain Maco.
and we've been interviewing about his amazing pieces here. Thank you so much. See you in a bit.